everyone. We're back at seg3 TV. I'm your host, B. And if you weren't here, we are here with Charlie T.
Hello, hello.
Charlie T was explaining to us about his up-and-coming project, The Chemist, and he was telling us more details about it. So what inspired you to do The Chemist?
Well, basically, oh, thank you. Appreciate it. It's funny because I think that I have a spiritual root. So it's...
No, you definitely do.
Oh,
all this feng shui, everything is, yeah, you definitely.
Appreciate it. But it's funny because I never thought science was like an enemy. And growing up, people always made science like the enemy of spirituality. And I always thought it was like the physical, showing of what spirituality can do to an extent. So that's why I said The Chemist. And basically The Chemist is just basically not me. I don't consider myself a scientist, but just I like the idea of the thought of messing around with different chemicals such as elements or emotions, and just seeing how they interact. And that's how you would, I guess, see what my music does, because you hear it through my music.
So you feel like science is an enemy to spirituality?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was saying growing up, hearing is like, science is this, science is that, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And just taking a few courses and just digging into a lot of the things that make up science, it's like...
They can coexist?
Coexist.
Yeah, definitely.
And...
So you're saying, Chemist, when you're saying it's like the musicality, like the different beats and the different... the meshing of the sounds and the lyrics and all of that makes up a substance and a compound, I guess.
That's just the audio side of it.
Okay.
If you want to get technical.
And he's very talented, because you don't only write your music, but you do a little bit of engineering.
Well, yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, thank you.
He does a lot more. The only thing that you haven't really dabbled in is the beats.
Yeah, I haven't made a beat yet, but I plan on making at least one beat.
That's what it
just to try it out, try some things out. But you would get basically the meshing of, the motion. The motion is like one, I guess you can say, factor of the experiment. So you can picture yourself in a lab room as a musician or an artist, and you're messing around with how to get or what utensils to use to get your emotions out.
Gotcha.
So you have a mic, you have a computer, you have, different people's relationships, you have the stage, you have this platform.
Right.
And all that makes up your project.
So when you're doing that, so you have procedures, right? When you're doing a scientific project, you have procedures, like certain steps that you take. Mm-hmm. Do you have specific steps, like you go in there structured, or is it, okay, I'm going to let my artistry just speak for itself?
Well, it's funny because what I've noticed is that ever since I was a young boy, I used to like lay down and I like just bop my head. Like, I put my head under the pillow and I just close my eyes and I just think about what the beat would tell me or how it would make me feel.
Okay.
And I mumble. The mumbles turn into slight words turn into a hook, verses, and then it all just
So
together.
So now that you've come to this point in your career, is it the same, or do you say, okay, now I need to be more structured? Now, okay, no, I need to sit down, paper and pencil, and do you do that? Or I said paper pencil. Did I age myself? Technology. Okay, you recorded.
Hey, I still write.
Okay,
I still write.
right.
I mean, I switch it up. I have some stuff on my phone. I have some stuff, on the in the notepad, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with old methods.
Right.
You feel me? But have an open mind to newer ways, because it can save some time, money, energy, whatever,
So what can we expect from The Chemist?
Well, you can expect definitely feel good music. I'm all about uplifting, and not to say that you can't talk about anything without going there and shedding a tear.
Right.
But don't end it with the tear. Like end it with the hug, end it with the, solution or some type of advice.
I love the solution part.
The solution part, you feel me? Like if you're gonna take me there, have me, sniffing and crying, like what's next?
So you don't like to leave people on that suspense where, okay, like I'm on the edge of my seat now.
I mean, nah.
We're now going to commercial break and we don't know what's about to happen. So you glued there. You don't like that?
I don't mind it.
Okay.
Do it.
But you were gonna follow up.
For me, I feel like, I've been left hanging with a lot of things, So with what I would like to do is, at least give some type of advice. You don't have to take it, but you can't say that I didn't try.
Right.
So
have you ever performed somewhere or a place and the energy just wasn't right, and then it's like it off balances your sound and your delivery of the material?
It's funny because I wouldn't say the energy just wasn't right, because what I'm trying to do is uplift. So even if it's one person, 9 times out of 10, the energy may be wrong, I guess, if that makes sense. But
I like that.
you just kind of, I don't really think about it. If something does bother me, it'll be like, you know, like the mic and stuff like that. Because I
Okay,
figure
technical.
like technical. I feel like, you know, we give that so much power. Why isn't this thing working? So, you know.
Okay, Charlie T. All right, so keep it with that same energy, you guys. Stick and stay with us. We're going to our next commercial break. We'll be right back.